Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me for a look at our weekend forecast, as we are going to be more wintry this weekend than we have been this week. Our spring weather that has been really, hopefully you've gotten a chance to get out and enjoy it. I know some of you really like to ski through March. Don't worry about losing the snow. We got plenty of snow, so I don't want people to feel like if you're still wanting to do some winter activities, you still get out there and cross-country ski. You kind of need to find a groomed trail probably to do that, but you can certainly still do that. There's plenty of snow up here in the mountains. The ski areas, the downhill ski areas have more than enough snow, so there's plenty of opportunity to still do those winter activities. I think the snowpack will hold through the end of March. That looks like the pattern looks like relatively cold. It doesn't look like we're going to get prolonged warm, which was what it was going to take to melt the snow. So it looks, and in some regards that'd be good as well. We'd like a nice orderly melt all the snow that we've got out there right now. So whereas the last couple of days we've definitely taken a chunk off of it, but anyway, there's still plenty of opportunity for winter activities, which I know a lot of you like, but there's also opportunity. There's been opportunity this week to get out there and enjoy some spring-like temperatures. That won't be the case this weekend. It'll feel a little more wintry this weekend, although it's not going to be brutally cold. It is going to be quite windy. That's probably the big deal. Big headline this weekend is it's going to be windy. So let's start by taking a quick look at temperatures. We'll see that we do have some colder. Our air is going to be coming. We're going to show on satellite here in a bit that we're going to see kind of two waves of fronts. We've got kind of a couple little pieces of energy that are dragging some air down from Canada, and it's cold. It's not brutally cold. I mean, minus 17 is obviously very cold, but that's up in central Canada. It's always cold there. So anyways, that air is headed somewhat in our direction, although it won't be anywhere near that cold by the time it gets here. In terms of satellite, you can really see well designed on the satellite. You can see that we had a little plume of moisture that moved through last night with a few showers. Nothing too impressive, though. And then you've got like a bit of a front that's moving through today as we transition down cooler, and then kind of this swirl in the atmosphere, which is going to swing through, and it could bring a flurry or two tomorrow, and it is going to bring colder air and winds tomorrow. And there'll actually be another little piece that swings through on Sunday that does kind of a reinforcing shot of cold air and wind, and maybe a flurry on Sunday as well. So, but nothing. It's going to be a quick flurry. Nothing to impact travel or anything like that. And you can see that this is not an overly extensive trough that's building towards us, but it is kind of a sharp little trough here. And the big thing that does it has lots of energy, just no moisture. And that's why we're going to look at winds. That's kind of the big deal. Let's take a quick look at, this is the last 24-hour wind gusts. And this map, the coloring on this map is not great because it doesn't, it's sort of designed to show you, if you've got like a hurricane going on, because you see that all the warmer colors start at like 45 to 50 miles an hour. Well, that's really, you're into really big wind gusts already there. But you can see we got lots of wind gusts in the 35 to 40, 45 mile an hour range here over eastern Canada, certainly over the Great Lakes. And those kind of wind gusts are headed in our direction for the higher elevations. I don't think we're going to see any real damaging winds. Like I don't think power outages are going to be a thing with this. There could be a spot one, but nothing widespread at all. As I think most of our winds will probably top out in the 35 to 40 mile an hour range. And the worst of the winds are actually tomorrow morning. Actually, really overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So tomorrow it'll be breezy all day, but the winds will be diminishing through the day. However, if you're skiing, particularly if you're skiing in the morning, wind holds are a real possibility for like the gondola at Stratton, for the bubble chairs at Okemo, for any of those chairlifts or anything that are kind of that traditionally get wind holds on, especially on northwest winds. This is going to be an opportunity for that to happen, and it will also make it feel pretty cold tomorrow. Even though we'll start off in the upper teens and we'll make it into probably close to 30 tomorrow. Ski areas, if you're skiing, it's going to feel cold because you add a 25 mile an hour wind to that and it gets pretty chilly. Not undoable, but it will feel cold. And Sunday, similar kind of day, a little less windy, but still quite windy. And we're going to look at the details of that right now. Okay, so. For today, for tomorrow, Saturday the 13th, mix of sun and clouds with a flurry in the morning, winds and colder with winds diminishing some through the day. Like I said, lows in the upper teens, highs in the low 30s. It's a good ski day cold for early March, winds gusting 25 to 40 miles an hour. And on Sunday, mix of sun and clouds, a slight chance of a flurry in the afternoon, still windy, lows in the 20s, highs near 30, a good ski day. still cold for early March, with winds of 25 to 35 miles an hour. As we head towards next week, there's a couple chances of storms, so check back in on Monday morning for a look at your work week forecast. Whether the models are definitely not in complete agreement about what those storms might look like, so you'll have to check back in. But there is a chance for a storm sort of early to midweeks in the Tuesday-Wednesday range, and then towards the end of the week. Both of them may happen. Neither of them may happen, and precipitation type on both of them is definitely not anywhere close to locked in. So check out check out my work week forecast on Monday for that. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, certainly ask away on social media, or you can ask in the comments of the YouTube video. If you haven't subscribed before, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps more people see my forecast. It also helps make sure that you get my forecasts in your feed, and I appreciate it when you hit that subscribe, and you can hit the bell next to it for notifications. And then also give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here at the West River Weather Guy. They help support financially with some of the equipment that I have, and help just make sure that I can do a couple of these forecasts a week, and that the quality of them is higher. Otherwise, I will be back, like I said, on Monday morning with your work week forecast.